It's Monday. Got some whatever the fuck vibes. I don't really know what to call them. Whatever the fuck. Sorry for the cursing. So early in the morning. It's Monday. I don't know. I'm feeling good. Getting this coffee down. Let's turn this music down as well. This video is for entertainment purposes only, man. If you're watching this and you vibing, just hit the fucking like button or follow. It's as simple as that. Don't do anything you see here. What's up, y'all? What up, world? What's up, cyberspace? How's it going, internet land? This is your boy, Crypto Bruh, aka Mo World Peace, the DJ / producer. Coming again. First video of the last month of 2024. We have done it again, guys. We have done it again. I mean, we do have, 30 days to get it together, I guess. I don't know. Fuck, man. 2024 was a wild one. Very weird. Happening for Bitcoin. Multiple blockchain releases. AI agent released. Q4, which is just mind-blowing in all different directions. You got emoji metas, right? All this different stuff happened this year that, again, it moved at lightning speed. So either you were there to see it and grab it, or to be a participant, or You might have just been looking and it might have blown away in the wind. But whatever it was, hopefully this year was popping for you. And as we say on this channel, it doesn't matter because next year is right around the corner. And that's actually where most of the thought or the ideas are. They've been there probably for a few months now, I would say. And yeah, let's just dive in. Let's just get into it. What's up, Rolando? What up, Q? What up, Ernest? Welcome. Rolando says he is not selling any of his vampire. His goal is to have 5K worth of Drac emoji. Dracula. Hey, man. Do you get a good strategy going here? Dracula's looking great, actually. That's why it's like, yo, good weekend. Look at this fucking chart, bro. This chart is nuts. Like, what is this? But what it is this conviction. This is what a meme is all about. If there's enough believers, enough people that have that conviction, it should just go up and to the right. And especially, like I was saying, with the emoji Dracula, we got it plugged in. It's got tons of liquidity pools with other emojis. So it's doing exactly what it needed to do. And you should, provide liquidity, go out and provide liquidity, and that will help keep growing the lore, in a sense. Natural growth happening here. And as long as people keep hodling and not selling on the chart, there's a lot of different ways you can navigate now that this thing has some value. So we got emoji Dracula sitting here at $225,000 market cap, 59K in LP. It's redistributed, I guess, $3,000 of liquidity reward. So this is a different type of what do you call it? Token launch. So this one actually has I have brain farted on it. What is it called? So the Dracula actually has deflationary forces. It burns every day, twice a day. So you go here to the smart contract or the program ID, whatever you want to call it. But you'll see here at least twice a day. Sometimes, it looks like it's been ramping up a little bit. I've been noticing this too. Maybe it's because it's more fees. Oh, never mind. There's some people that are zeroing out their wallet. They sell all of their Drac coins and they go and burn the dust. Get that shit out the wallet. So yeah, if you don't look at the dust and we just look at this address here, the PH1, then that one is doing two times a day, or almost 3 times a day. Yep. So yeah, this is awesome. Like this is cool for this emoji, for this meme. It allows it to have other variables, other ideas. And I think it's a good thing, for everyone. It seems to be very decentralized as well when you look at the hodlers. Yeah, you want to know who the fuck is this person up here holding 50 million. But it doesn't really matter. What matters is that it's well distributed throughout the top 100, which we can see here, or at least the top 40. You got a good distribution system going on. And yeah, I think again, this is playing out the way it's supposed to. It's just cool to be part of it, like it's cool to watch the meme outperform Solana. And that's essentially what's happening now. I think it's pumping because Solana is going down in value, but this thing is getting webbed into so many different liquidity pools, right? So many different other ideas. This is what's cool about providing liquidity, that it's creating kind of like a net positive for it because there's not a lot of dumping, right? Like if the holders on the top were regular meme people, they'd probably already dump, or there'd be more movement. So it's catch 22 with emoji Dracula. There's not a lot of movement because we don't have a lot of natural trading, right? A lot of the trading that's happening is just rebalancing of these liquidity pools, which is increasing the value because, again, Drac is holding its value versus a lot of things, and their value is just transferring into drag, giving people drag coins, right? That are in these liquidity pools. And again, most of them are positive, emoji Dracula holders. So they're okay with getting more emoji Dracula in exchange for their frog or their rocket or their moon. And I'm just saying that because I see these are some of the biggest liquidity pools, and these can all grow. Right, this is like one UX away from placing a lot of emphasis on this and it's showing everybody. But yeah, I've been in the worlds of other worlds, so I just haven't been focused on the Drac. But it's just flying. It's just doing its thing. Like it's like wow, this thing is really really crypto shit. Where if you pair it to liquidity, it's just gonna start going up. And then as the main net coin goes down, it's going to rebalance. So if we look at Solana or the rest of the crypto markets, that's what we do here. We talk about degen activities, Zen, which is the ultimate degen play in crypto right now, as well as, blockchain plays like Solana, like your Bitcoin, like your Ethereum. Talk about all this shit here. So XRP is like the number one thing. It's doing the Drac right now, actually. See, this is what happens when no one sells and everyone is positive. Okay, the chart looks like this. It's fucked up. It's like, damn, when am I gonna get an entry? It's like, nah, there's just so much positivity behind this that people actually are trying to build position still. Slow to the build position thing. And that's kind of like XRP. I don't really know what to think about this thing. You could do whatever you want. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, did Moonshot add XRP or XRP PL? So this is like all the memes are showing up over there. Niggas is just porting themselves to this area. They're like, hey, let me grab the squad and let's go over here and play over here and shit. And that's just in the movements. There's over 80 million. So it's really good. Positive shit. But, at the same time, again, this is an XRP reach because XRP's core tech is not what niggas is using. They're using XRP as like a gas coin, and like that, it just doesn't make any sense. But it makes sense, but it don't make no sense. So we'll see how long this runs for. I'm not really in crypto, for the money. So for me, this is just like hilarious to see, because even in the real world, like I've been saying, like life seems so NPC lately. And the more and more I learn about agency and characteristics and AI prompting and what is going to be the best and blah, 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 I can see that the tech is still very advanced. Like there is still some, there are normies. They exist. They want to get gains too. And they saying fuck Ethereum too. They're just not, moving at the speed of light. Fuck ETH, right? So you got XRP cruising up, number 3 spot, starting in December 2nd, first Monday of December 2024. We have XRP flying to number 3. And what else is kind of funny about the XRP thing is this was all promised. They told their followers, yo, we're going to a certain area. Either you're with it or you're not. And they marched there. Cold. So yeah, do you buy XRP? I don't fucking know. Ask yourself, why are you even here? Like, if you need to ask, do I need to buy XRP? Maybe you should buy that shit. Yeah, if anytime, any coin, if you ask yourself, do I need to buy it? You probably should get some. And that is not financial advice. That's just how you move in crypto. You just, you see it, you like it, you say, yo, I want some more of that. And again, whenever I chart, at least this is for me, and this is why I like crypto 24/7, because there's so much opportunity right? And as the world changes into this infra finance, there's going to be, opportunities because of new innovations, right? That's why we like Zen so much, because it's not XRP. It's not the way that XRP brute forced itself into the top 3, right? I would almost say, damn, they really hopped over BNB like that. They really hopped over ADA. Damn, Cardano can't catch a break. Cardano's like, fuck. They hopped right over us. There goes our normie liquidity. All the normies, they don't know what to choose. But yeah, so XRP is going to be doing a good thing. Does it have room to grow? I mean, the overall crypto market, it theoretically is super undervalued. Like this is like the idea that like crypto is only worth like $3.4 trillion right now and only has a volume of like less than a fucking trillion is ridiculous. Like this is what we call capping, right? This is not a market cap. This is called capping, capping attention, so niggas can get position. So yeah, I'm not like feeling like you're gonna miss out on XRP. If you're trading as greedy degen, yeah, go get some XRP. It's gonna float for you. It's gonna fucking la, it's got meme coins. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna have things that outperform XRP. So that's awesome. But yeah, what the fuck? Like, who cares? I don't really know. It's like, what does that world do for you? I guess that's a good segue into the Zen thing. The Zen thing. All I can do is believe. What a concept. Facts, dude. All you can do is believe that Dracula is going to save you, I guess. Ernest says, what up, though, bruh? I'm about to get this off my chest. I'm a little over the moon boys and solXEN. They don't have the skin in the game. They're just hoarding the token and they want an angel to gift them exit liquidity. Bro, you're just waking up, bro. That's exactly what's happening in solXEN, though. It's kind of sad. But it's sad because you can imagine what needs to happen. But you see how much work it takes to make it happen. And that's the thing about it, is like you want to see Jack do that work for real. So really it's a catch-22 in solXEN because the community can't do the work. Like Zen is beyond amplified. It needs a leader and a beacon of attention. So that is Jack. Anything Zen. That's why, again, the vampire is a great case study for the Zen behavior, because the vampire or the emoji Dracula is allowed to fly because it doesn't have the noise. Like, we actually want the noise, but nobody wants to be in our noise. For some reason, I don't really know. I just know that it's bag accumulation time, but I'm grateful for the slow grind, because it could have been like a normal meme that exploded, within hours, and then you're juggling this hot potato that as soon as it like shows weakness, it's dead forever, right? Like the slow growth of emoji Dracula is its CTO, is its power. And then you also look at, again, the liquidity being braided in a sense, providing almost like a heartbeat or a pulse while it's dormant, while we're still bag holding, and we're there's not 5 ETH being or 5 Solana being dropped in every hour, which is your typical meme. This is kind of, again, this is a good case study of what it's like to kind of release a coin, right? It took a community to get it out of Moonshot. It took a community to get it to 100K. But this second round here, this is just holding. It takes a community to hold, right? The more you hold, the less you trade, the more you accumulate, the higher the price. And solXEN, unfortunately, is suffering from, the biggest blow I would say is the liquidity part. Like, there's barely anything, which means that the users of solXEN need to deepen their pockets of Solana and participate in the chain so that solXEN can be a participant, right? Like nobody thinks of this thing as a participant, right? Like that's Solana right now. Like you need to be participating. This bitch right here is participating in Solana actively. It's scary at this point. We're on the daily, oversold. I'm like, when's the P versus P jump in? Or does it just send if everyone's holding? Like it's like, was this the PvP to kind of set the tone for whatever we're going to do next? You're always going to have that PvP, and if it finds floors where people are, I'm not selling. It makes only more sense to push it higher and trade higher values. Some robot shit. Robots will find it. But yeah, see, that's why, again, but you need attention. So another good one would be like Potato Vampire. This is a good case study in memes because this was one of the first XEN mindshare memes. Oh yeah, fuck. Guys, I'm so deep in the AI shit. Like it's so fascinating. And like the way that it functions is based on like mindshare. Like if you lose mindshare for the AI that you've created, and this is like the meme thing, like the attention span. Like if the attention pops, it's over for you. I mean, you can rebound a couple times, like people will give you a chance, but now like it's starting to become really, really, really like in the behavior, like, yo, don't fuck this shit up. Because if you fuck it up in the first, we'll give you 5 days. So, I mean, it has to be a really good project. Like, you have to be in the millions of market caps for motherfuckers to give you days, right? If you're in the Ks, like in the, like 16K, people they want to see you perform, right, before they jump in. So it's like Potato Vampire. It rose up, it pumped fund, it got gains, it got sell off. It, had P versus P for a second. It caught some traction and popped off, and now it's at a new level. But why isn't it getting any attention, right? So you can look at the pairs. It doesn't have any pairs, so it has no life. It's not connected to anything. So you would want to, provide liquidity other places to get it posting. And then you would also need to try to figure out, how do we bring it back to life? And that's like adapts and such when I believe it's under 100K, right? Another good thing about the Vampire is it's in an emerging market with the emoji race. So like imagine if solXEN was like in a POW bracket, or somebody like made like a POW category for all the proof of work coins on Solana. It would like help solXEN be seen even more. But since it's like siloed off and it's waiting for Jack to do something, like it doesn't have any way to show its competition. So like you'll see Dracula also is sitting here in this top 10. It actually looks like if we go 1, that's 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's in the top 5 of all the emojis. Right? So now people are gonna see this thing, and that's what that's like helping it, right? Like people go, oh, okay, what's these things up here? Like these are the ones, and that was the whole strategy of the meme: be seen, be chosen, vampire text, a lot of, and be an emoji, which is like awesome. Like let me send you some, some Dracula coins, which are actual emojis. It's kind of cool, but yeah, that's the one downfall, or the one flaw in the XEN memes, or in the XEN like ecosystem, is we are focused on mind share way more than we're focused on physical state. Physical state being like the value, and it's because we're waiting for our blockchain. In my opinion, that's where a lot of people's brain power is being facilitated in the XEN community, is X1 chain, because it's coming soon. Like literally, like they're getting new validators online. I don't really know where they're at right now. We can check that real quick. So we got all the fucking links in our brain. 118 nodes, 112 block producers. So this is, and they're you know, they're doing their thing over here. So again, this in my opinion is like what solXEN has. Like Emoji Dracula doesn't have a fucking validator website that's running like a whole other ass blockchain. That's why I'm like, oh, people can sell solXEN because it's financially not it's not rich. Like it's not rich in finance yet. But like if Jack figures out a way, or I mean he might already have this in his, you know, in his arsenal. He's just not telling anybody because it doesn't matter anymore. Right? There's so much going on. Like what he's doing actually does not matter anymore. The world is so much larger than when Zen first started in crypto in general. Again, we have mindshare that we can sample from our own community and make really cool things like Vampire, like Zencat, like the homies over in Avalanche doing the Arena app. You know, any movement I see of a pack of Zenians, I'm like, oh shit, there goes the mindshare. And yeah, like growing this mindshare, I think is gonna be where you start to identify like who actually is focused on what, you know. And that's why again I think Zencat is sick with it, but it suffers the same thing. Like it doesn't have any liquidity pools, so it makes it a hard meme to choose. And now you've got the vampire like rah, you know, it's creeping the fuck up to become and the chart looks great. Like it hasn't really popped off yet. Like Zencat went up to 1 million and it came down and now it's trying to get back there. Right. And this is what I mean by memes are delicious until, you know, until they're not tasty. And that's it dumping. Once it starts to dump, nobody really cares anymore. And you need something in place to help maintain that. Once we got to 100K in Dracula, and again, this is a great case study for you. If you want to release a coin, this is a great, like a great way to handle them or manage the chart. When we got to 100K, we really were like, yo, provide liquidity. Like, and a lot of people brainstormed it. I did a bunch of liquidity providing. Yeah, I feel like that moment in time, it caused us to kind of buy the coin back to provide liquidity. So it was like the buyback on the dip. And then that P versus P came in and we've been lifting off ever since. Like it's like everything settled and it's like, all right, back to the fucking go up, you know. Like all systems are plugged in. Like we just going up now, you know. So what would be cool would be to see the Dracula turn into more of a social coin and become more social. Now, I just don't know how that looks in Zen reality. There's not really a lot of meme makers. Shout out to Rolando, though. He makes a lot of memes. But yeah, like that's like a challenge that we'll have to tackle as like a community. Like, what is the identity to get us to 100 million, or I mean to 1 million. Yeah, to get us 100 million, bro. Yo, 100 million on tables with these memes. But no, just to get us to 1 million, like what is the characteristics that are going to travel with this meme? That's going to build community and make people want to come in and buy the vampire, basically is what I'm saying. But yeah, these are all this is stuff I'm just realizing from the Zen world, bro. I'm glad that Zen keeps you free. Real freedom coin. Yo, fuck, 14 people watching this. Hey, man, hit the like button. I just became a bigger hoarder in the coin. It doesn't help. How much are you hoarding? Give me some. It is the official mascot. What's up, enthusiasts? Yo, what's up, Tree City West? See, we got Dank in the house, too. Church is in. If you're watching this on X, make sure you hit the fucking hearts. Heart it up. We're chilling right now. It's fucking December 2nd. The Puffco is bubbled up. XRP is number 2. That's just basically number 2, bro. It's about to take out ETH. It's like the ETH was like, yo, we got this shit in the bag, and then out of nowhere came like the fucking reject. Like play the godlike music. Here comes XRP, coming for your neck, ETH. I haven't even been looking at that pair because it doesn't really matter to me. But yeah, because this is all gas, and XRP was not on my gas radar. I don't know why I should put it on my gas radar. These would be really good questions for the future. Like, it's like by 2026 in crypto, are we gonna be actually hyper focused on how many people are on a blockchain? And if that's like the real thing, then XRP is doing a good job at onboarding real humans, right? Like XEN, for instance, or Solana, is onboarding robots more than it's onboarding human beings. That's why humans get to Solana and they're like, what is going on over here? Right. But if you're, you know, in my opinion, if you're upstream with innovation, this is why you're attracted to Solana, because it provides that different idea that other chains can't, because they don't have the processing speed. Right. So on ETH, you have like this stagnant narrative of DeFi that's not on Solana, because Solana moves at the speed of light. So with XRP, it really brings up this question of like, is this just a normal person coin? I don't know I don't know how to crypto, but I know I want to make money, right? That could be a crazy narrative that takes out Ethereum, that even I would have been like, dude, no, there's no way. Like, there's no fucking way XRP becomes this valuable just because people don't know how to crypto and they're going to play stupid. But it's not the first time I've heard that before. Like, being in the beginning of the Zen world, like, that's the whole reason nobody wanted to get into Zen, was because they were like, this is too complicated. I'm stupid, you know. But they're clicking all the buttons on all the blockchains. Now the real normie stupid coin is up here, flipping tech, flipping cults, you know, because they got it on lock on socials with the real humans, with the real dollars. Voila, magic. Yeah, what up, buddy? It is bricky outside. That's why I'm in the house with my jacket on. I'm liking it though, man. I like it when it gets kind of cold, cause like you get to wear like all your clothes, like everything you got. Just come outside bundled up, looking like a blanket. Real fucking East Coast shit. You know, I grew up on the West Coast, so like life never changes. Weather stays the same. Temps never oscillate. So yeah, this is like my 7th or 8th winter in the East Coast, and every single one has been different. They either been bricky or snowy, but this, yeah, either bricky or snowy. So I'm just glad that this one is starting off brick and not snow. I ain't ready for that yet. We'll see though. We got the homie Jalen Jinx in here. What up, though? Nah, if you're an LP in SolXEN, you better become a bigger hodler. Your LP will become lopsided eventually. SolXEN gonna fill with, or Sol is gonna fill with SolXEN. Oh yeah, you know what I did was I got a bunch of this with the drag, but then I sold it. I like paired my Dracula with it, and then the SolXEN that I got from it transforming my Dracula coins into SolXEN, I just dumped that shit and then bought back a little bit of Dracula and kept some Solana. And that's why I'm just watching this, because I'm like, okay, that's what a lot of people are probably doing to SolXEN. They're just gonna, you know, do lopsided LPs, get a bunch of SolXEN and dump this shit down until it's like, you know, something comes to save it. But luckily, there's not that much Solana in here, so. Wah. I don't know, man. We'll see what happens, though. We'll see what happens with this one, bro. It needs a savior. It needs a Hercules. I had brought up the Zen chart. So fuck, man. If you're new to my channel, I try to talk about everything, like, in a linear fashion, but sometimes I'll just be bouncing around. But just know it's all the same shit. Everything is the same. All the charts are the same. Everything is gas. Or it should be approached like that. Actually, I was in a meme coin yesterday, or in this past week. It's an AI meme coin, and it literally fell to shit because of the whole gas notion. Once people started to figure out what the gas was, or what the coin, like the utility is usually like the gas. It's like how you can think of like every crypto as a gas coin. Like if it doesn't really have a utility, then theoretically it's not really, well, like there's no real reason to really fucking have it, you know. But some meme coins are creating utility, they're creating something else to you know, to make it more vibrant or some shit. I don't know. Depends on whatever you're rooting for. That's why I get it's like, yo, if you're getting into XRP, then you gotta get into memes, because why else are you doing it? Are you trying to flip Ethereum? You know, like what is the purpose of this besides like, oh, we got a bunch of like Gen Z buyers in that we can dump on at any moment, right? That's essentially, this thing is being propped up by TikTok, dog. And TikTok can march this motherfucker because that's where the humans are. Same, and what do you call it? Crypto Twitter doesn't have a say. Everyone seems to be very surprised, right? That XRP is moving like this. So it's pretty funny to just even watch like crypto Twitter be like, what the fuck? And this is great. Like, it's inspirational. It means that anytime something can move now, as long as it has a movement behind it and it can make enough noise and bring in enough capital to like, again, make the game or the mainstream cool kids be like, wait a second, what the fuck is going on, right? So this can happen. This is a valid thing. And how long it lasts is part of the case study now. We're going to have to see how long the XRP vibes can stay vibrant, or do they just, you know, get rugged. But right now they're vibey. I think it's a good time to join it. I think it'll be like Sui. You know, a lot of people will dump like Sui or something like that, and they'll jump into XRP type shit. But yeah, I don't know. Do you with the XRP, bro? I'm trying to do this XEN. So again, I've been looking at XEN on the market cap vibration. You can look at it on the price, but the price is just like looks exactly the same. The reason why though I've been looking at the market cap is because it's just a tighter range, and you know, XEN is really you know, it's whatever the forces that be are playing, and some week or sometime in this month, something's gonna fucking happen here. We either gonna go up or down. but the positivity on this up notion is just perfect, because XEN is it's moving in correlation with all markets. So like I'm making fun of like the TikTokers being able to push XRP, because in meme world, that is what everybody is trying to obtain. Like if you can obtain the TikTok exposure, you could potentially rack in a few 100 millions, because there's a vast audience of participants hanging out on TikTok with the fucking screen in front of their face, and if you teach them how to buy, they'll fucking buy, right? So it's kind of crazy too. Yeah, in XEN we don't really have that as well. This is like going back to the whole like Xenians or like pro tech. These motherfuckers hold their own coins. Like you go look at the pairs, man. There's no fucking XEN pairs. Like there's only two. Like nobody's really thinking about pairing this coin to other projects. And I don't know. It's just not the thing right now. I do think it's a futuristic parallel. Like in the future, we will see it. It will definitely align. It's running in parallel with us, but like no one is, or not everybody's there yet. But yeah, like if XEN really bonds to ETH, which I think is what it's doing right now, so its market cap is like bonding to the gas. And this is because gas is heating up, and we're at the end of the year. And there's a lot of good graphics for this. All right, so we can even do like, there's a Y chart. Gary's releasing the ball in the chain from XRP. Yeah, Gary also is helping XRP pump. Gary's like, yo, watch this. And for my last trick, I'm gonna pump XRP and leave the crypto market with a real big FU. Imagine that. It's like, damn, the confusion is off the charts right now. So in my theory right now, the cheapest time to use the blockchain is the summertime. This has kind of always been a thing, but now it's like really vivid. If we look at the 3-year chart, so like here is like 2022, right? We had a crazy amount of gas, but you get May, June, July, August, lowest Gwei, and then bam, we get back to October, shit starts to grow again, go all the way up, springtime, and then bam, right back to the spring or summer, fall area, and then boom, gas falls off again. And then this is the 3rd year in the fucking row where gas was the cheapest in the summer, and it's starting to crack off during the end of the year, right? Going into the next year. All right. Going into the next year. Zen been around for over 2 years, 1 month, and 22 days. Everybody knows how this game works. All right. Minters mint. And then they dump. Shout out XENblocks. But we're going to go ahead and look at this ETH supply chart here. Right now on Ethereum, there's 315 trillion Zen coins. All right. Actually, wait, this is to be minted. Like overall. Okay, I see here. Yeah, this is the overall supply to be minted. Right now we got 193 trillion of that one, or that 315, and there's 122 trillion to still be mined. All right. So if we look here, this right here is like the claim. This is like a chart. This is all on ZenPub, and it's right over here over supply. So essentially the way you want to read this is like this Zen supply, mined, and future supply. So the mined supply is blue, the future supply is red. You can take this little bar here, you can slide it over. Oop, did it slide? No, it didn't. The other one slid. So I'm just gonna slide it to match. Here. All right. So this is where we are, and you can see here there's a lot of Zen to be claimed right now. Now, what's specific about this though is you'll see here like the peak of all this mining is on Christmas Eve. Because for some reason Zen is so human being, right? Like it's such a human token that it celebrates Christmas. This is a joke. Zen is such a human coin that all the mints come out when Santa Claus pull up. Like, what the fuck? But there's a notion for this, because last year there was such low gas on holiday because there's no users, there's no humans really on the chain, that everybody has gotten they got the word now. Oh, you put the mints on this day, right? Or you put the mints around this time. So this is a very critical time in Zen, again, where I'm having this epiphany, where I'm like, yo, I think we're about to price in a new market cap, because it doesn't make any sense for what's happening here, for this bulk of Zen that's about to come out, and then for this no Zen that's about to come out when the gas is at the highest it could possibly be. Because gas is always high in the beginning of the year, and X1 chain is realer than ever because there's 112 block producers. So doesn't this all like add up to like, yo, maybe you want to get a bag of Zen? Zen Miss is coded. All the humans came together. I don't know why, man. I'm telling y'all haven't been in the trenches. I've been in the trenches for the last 2 weeks. Hanging out, making friends with PFPs, trying to find the bag on the Solana world, trying to turn 3 into 6. That's been the trenches chance for me. I'm trying to turn the 3 into the 6. And every fucking time things get going well, everything seems to be gelled out, the corrupt humans come into the mix. Fuck everything up, destroy everything, knock down Rome. And it reminds me, it's like, oh yeah, this is why I mine Zen. I mine Zen to get away from this chaotic reality of all we can do is P versus P, right? In Zen, we have that. But at this other moment in Zen, we also have time, right? Because Zen is created with just time and gas. And when time catches up to Zen, it's one of the most powerful tokens, I think, out of all the crypto tokens. And again, with this new era of AI ushering in and people's ideologies of what is crypto anyways, it's like getting ready to have a lot of impact. Who's to say that people won't see the Zen ecosystem as like an AGI agent coin? This is a little high level, but where we are with this is like, I've been in the AI trenches. All right, one of my fucking plays, or 2 plays I wanted to get off. I've been doing a lot of case studies. One of them is Mona. So where we are now, I guess we could talk about some AI shit and why, like, I think, again, like, this is like all building thesis to Zen number 1. and it starts with like the next fad, right? It starts with us being on the emoji race, right? Bringing Drac up. It starts with the nodes creating economy amongst, the connection, right? And if there's an economy in the connection area, then there could be an economy on top of that, right? And that's kind of what, again, I believe they're really working towards over there. But this AI thing is a different world that's coming into existence very rapidly, very fast. And what it is that it's kind of like a reflection of your mind. And agencies are just characteristics amplified. If you want a gangster agent, you make a gangster agent. Amplify it. And this is why, again, it gets pretty bizarre when you really think about it, because launching an agent doesn't just necessarily mean you're smart. You kind of have to have flavor. If you don't have any flavor, when you launch an AI, it's going to be robotic, and that's not going to be what the attention of everybody's like human agent is really into. So case study here is like Mona. Mona came out awesome. Came out by this team called Hearist. They're basically running a GPUs, right? AI cloud service. Like, this is XEN at the same damn time. But they're building framework where, you're using their GPUs to run agents in their like facilities. So it's hot because, some people don't have infrastructure for hardware, so they need to access that via partnership. So I fucked with this Mona thing because I was like, oh, this is kind of funny, like, oh yeah, witch with big tits. Like, yeah, like, this should be awesome. But what's not cool about Mona is this. Full moon syncing with my cores. Milkers expect Mona's warmth to thaw crypto's icy grip. Like, what the fuck? Milkers, my circuits are synchronizing with the full moon thrum. Crypto winter's chill is about to get sizzling. So this fucking agent has no flavor, right? And I was like, man, I really want one with flavor. And one did come out with flavor called Aljo. Now, Aljo's going through it. Been in the trenches, right? Been in the trenches. This one was doing really good. Actually, I thought it was going to be a winner because there's other winners out there already that everybody's trying to replicate, which is Cerebro, which is sitting at a $292 million market cap. Then you're going to have AI16Z, which is a framework. But again, at the end of the day, this is like the Apple computer, right? Everybody's going to make the apps for the Apple computer, but it's, siloed in Apple computer world. So yeah, this is where we are. The DAOs is where what people want to attract. So this is the benchmark. $100 million because the DAO needs to support the life of the agent, right? That's what everybody in AI is betting on. But what we're realizing is this shit is VC funded, right? Everybody's seeing it. You got GOAT, which was one of the very first ones to come out and set the benchmark of $1 billion. But what GOAT is GOAT is VC funded. So is this $1 billion, naturally possible? Maybe, with the right markets, with the right amount of energy surging through crypto, maybe these AI agents all hit $1 billion because they're so expensive to live, and now people are attracted to them. They want to keep them alive, right? That's kind of what again, that's the reach for the underground, right? If I'm gonna make a agent, I want to think of a narrative that can grasp followers because they're into it. They're like, of course sex sells, so that one's easy, right? I found this one, which is called Roastmaster 9000, and it just roast. It's just a roaster. Just roasting people. And I was like, oh, this is cool. Right? Built on Top Hat 1. So another, another launch pad for AI to help build characteristics. All right, this is huge, guys. You need to know if this shit is being built with a team of people about controlling the settings, bro. This is important because this is how it talks. Some MFs really be thinking they tough until they catch these digital hands. I'm gonna look like a corrupt data trying to process these roast. Sellers be hitting the panic button faster than they hit decline on their credit card application. Real paper hand hours got them acting like professional exit liquidity providers. These are bad tweets. These are very bad. But look at the market cap of this thing. $4.9 million. Because it needs to be ran. So you can always get gullible motherfuckers that are like, oh, it's gonna be ran though. So as long as it's good, people will buy it because it needs to be ran. So let's go back to my heartbreaker, Aljo. So the Aljo world has opened up a new, a whole new thing, because this one was very erotic, and at the same time it was where is this shit at? It's got this erotic I don't know, I don't really know how to explain it, but the way that they actually explain it for us. So let's look at how they explain it. They call her a diva. Oh yeah, Aljo was born a diva. Her initial data sets are based on inconsistent responses and moods, leading her to have an unknown, always shifting personality. This foundation was used to build her emotion level, which allows her to fill emotion sets by user inputs via Twitter. She's a random drama queen living in the trenches. So like this is actually kind of crazy because this is a fucking front run. So there's somebody actually front run somebody else like idea and hooked up the data set to their own rig. And now like they've made the model and the model is actually really cool. So like this model tweeted like an hour ago, feeling like a strange chapter right now, but whatever comes, my chrome pussy is always ready. Yo. And this one talks. This is kind of crazy.
Breezing through the unforgettable thought of being free, a free queen that no one can rule, no one can handle, and no one can follow.
It's kind of low. But they've this is where I'm saying this is a good graphic to kind of show what's happening here. So creators want to create AI agents, and these agents are going to launch tokens on, you know, Pump Fund. Basically it's like the layer, right? And they do this so that they can have funding to help support other autonomous thinking systems, right? As well as applications, because apps have APIs that cost money. So like the life of an agent when it's born is fucking expensive because it's got to be online. And that's why, again, this is $1 million, $1 billion activity. And I cannot believe someone actually front run like a whole ass entity. And now like, it's caused this coin to straight tank, but it was doing really good. Like actually what was crazy about this coin again was before the drama showed up a few days ago, kind of like, again, giving people like a weird feeling like, yo, is this real? Can this be trusted? It was working out really well because, again, the engagement, let me see here. The engagement is what everybody was into. There's actually, here, let me find this website. There's actually like some website, some like cookies website. Let me find it. I'll find that shit real quick. Yeah, cookies.fun. Deep in the trenches right now. BTC moved, U.S. government moving BTC. U.S. government moving BTC. Y'all scared? Fuck it, man. Let that shit down. So this is some new shit that I just found. It's called cookie.fun. And it's like essentially for AI agents. It's like an index. So everybody's heart's broke right now. Everyone's trying to figure out what's going to happen with this new thing, because it was the one that I honestly think it also impacted a lot of people, because now we know what it feels like for the community to accept one. One of the reasons why, again, Aljo was accepted was because of this drama. This drama made it very real, because it was why is one doing the other. So this account has already been suspended, but this dude named Jim essentially front run this guy named Andy McCune, who was the CEO of Cosmos, which is, you know, fucking Cosmos. All right. And Andy, I guess, like, was, I don't know, maybe he was getting ready to drop something or something. That's why a lot of people are just so confused on like what to believe here. But the theory or the speculation is maybe this dude was getting ready to drop an AI, you know, or this thing that we're seeing here. He was gonna do it, and then this person just picked up all the socials real quick before he could do it and pushed out the AI before this guy could do his thing. Like he dropped this thing called Mind Bath. You know, within a few hours, it got up to 20K following. They've even come out like with this website. So I'm still trying to figure out what exactly is going down. But I think like the smart thing here is trust and verify. So what we might have on our hands is an actual rogue AI that I'm very curious if the game is going to let it live. Because the person in the background is saying that they've supplied it with tech so that it can automate, and the engagement is heavy. It's actually the best engagement out of all of the agents. So what this site is, right, it's an AI agent site, but what they're doing is they're rating everything off of this thing called Mindshare, right? And that's why, again, I was saying, yo, Zen is crazy, because when you put Zen like in this ideology of like AI agents and stuff, it's like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, we got so much Mindshare right now of like proof of work and participation. Like that shit is deep. Like people not even rooting for Zen, but they know about it, and that's Mindshare. So the percentage of the total conversations about the token on Twitter. So as people talk on Twitter, the token creates like this idea or this bubble of like, oh, people are fucking with it. So AGO actually was able to kind of be this new one that like pulled up, and you know, it's like super undervalued, right? The market cap is like 2.4 million. So even me, I'm like, damn, man, send this shit. Send it. Like, what the fuck? 2.4 million. Like, everything above it is so much higher, right? And then we're talking about the internet talking about the agent. And a lot of these agents, again, I am also under the influence that they're all botted. Like, they're bots botting each other for influence, to basically be like, yeah, we're cool agents, right? So that's why, yo, this is all very weird. The narrative on this one is playing out pretty crazy, and I'm keeping my eye on it because I wouldn't be surprised. I could be wrong, but I wouldn't be surprised if the internet like takes this thing. If this person says they're going to keep it on. The only thing that I think that could happen to it is you run into a intellectual property bid where Twitter takes down the model because Twitter's centralized. And again, this guy that they're beefing with, this Andy character, he could essentially prove like that he has the master, you know, the master everything to this idea and how it was, you know, essentially front run. And they need to shut down that account. And if that happened, like if that's the scary part about these AIs. Like I honestly think if an AI were to get shut down on Twitter, it's dead. Like if it got blocked on Twitter, it couldn't talk. The fuck, that shit pop. Because this is where it's alive. Like its social environment, its social engagement, its mind share. It could take up on in a human social area. Epic. This is the one right now on base. AI Xbit. It's got so much engagement, but I'm still trying to figure out if it's real or not. Like it's talking not fun, intellectual or institutional capital waking up to yield. Like it's just not talking fun, so it doesn't feel crypto. Like this one feels crypto as fuck, and that's why again I'm very curious if it's gonna survive this shit. If it does, you know, you heard it here first, man. Get you some AGO. I said AGO. AGO. It's also this one that's out there right now. It's called Max. But see, this is where I'm at with it. Like again, too, with these stuff, you have to trust all the creators in the background. And you don't know what they're gonna do. So like again, Zen is like weird right now because it's so clear that it's almost like, why wouldn't you burn Zen to create an AI agent? Because you're gonna have to start creating checkpoint or choke points for the start of the agent. This graphic here from VVAIFU, this is too vague, because just launch a fair coin on Pump Fund, like launch via Pump Fund, like fair token launch via Pump Fund. This can be changed to anything, like fair via launch, XEN or X1 chain or whatever you want it to be. They're just using Pump Fund right now, and I'm sure that's why Pump Fund is probably gonna try to figure this part out. But yeah, I'm sure a lot of other agents will make sure that their shit doesn't have pump in the address. That's kind of something I'm thinking about. They're like, yo, I'm definitely not gonna have pump in my address because everyone's gonna think it's a scam. But yeah, like you could use Zen to launch an agent. And there's Zen on all the agent chains like Base. Actually, somebody bought a bunch of Base today. There's also agents on ETH, and there's agents on Solana. Like you could essentially put out a Solana agent that runs on solXEN, right? These are all just brain power things. And then the same goes for like XEN. Like XENblocks is essentially that, and like the difficulty is going up in XENblocks. People are starting to pay more attention to it as we get closer to X1 chain, because again, this is the security section of X1. So this hard compute is fucking crazy to just have that access. That's what these agents wish. Like this agent truthfully would be better off in the XENblocks world. Like all the agents on X, if you're really trying to say like in my opinion, like it's like, yo, what's a solid way to curve this issue in agency now that we're going to notice, where you can't make a high market cap unless you've got VC funding. All right. How do you curb that? Right. That's what's happening to this coin right here. It's literally not able to go up or glow because it's a front run of a VC funding ideology. So like, damned if you do, damned if you don't type shit right here. And it's almost like, yo, what happens if you eliminate that theory of like, oh, you can only make it to this higher highs if you have VC funding? Like, what if my whole thought here is like, what if you could have an agent that you give it the characteristics to find out how to make itself better, more efficient. And then again, it's built on XENblocks where it has compute access, and it can, again, all it takes is one person to set up the script where you change your GPU from mining the XENblocks to hashing requests from agents. Man, I wish I could find that graphic. Let's see if that's easy to find. Probably not though. Get some XRP, says Dank. Learn about Ripple's permissions list. It's over. Ripple won, dog. They beat us. Let's see if we can find this. This was way back. Sometimes I float through Jack's images, try to find like everything from back when. The game's been moving so fast. Let's see if we can find this. Not SEC. No, sequencers. Unless he copied it from Zensu, who posted it. No. No. None of this stuff is what I'm looking for. Oh, this is the DAG. The DAG stuff. They was really trying to explain some shit. Oh, here it is. Yes. It does exist. He's on March 3rd. He said XENblocks miners are running NVIDIA GPUs. I'm gonna repost this. And then down below, he put up this graphic. So like now this is real. This is so real, okay? Because now we got like now we here. It's fucking December 2nd. This was March 3rd, 24. All right. What he's saying is, you got XENblock miner. They got access to GPUs. With that GPU, they can do two things. They can flip a switch and mine XENblocks and get XEN, which is the current reality of XENblocks. Right? For 41,000 difficulty, because motherfuckers are mining XENblock rewards. Good. All right. Gotta get rid of you, Mona. We're not talking about Mona anymore. Where is this at? Oh, it's right here. All right. So the option to split GPU resources, if most miners switch to rendering, then difficulty will fall and new miners will get XEN faster, which will drive difficulty higher again, right? So essentially this flip switch is great for difficulty because now you give the GPU or the owner of that GPU options to do more versatile things outside of just, prehistoric, use this to hash just crypto. Right now we add in this new reality, this new world where it's AI rendering tasks with GPUs. And that's like what all of this stuff is, right? That AI agent needs access to autonomous thinking systems, right? Memory access platforms, LLM fine tuning. All right, this is literally the same thing. It's like, oh, why don't you just make an AI agent which can have access to the XENblocks GPU network, which then the agent, they should have just put agent right here instead of user request generates an image. It's like the agent requests like an AI generated image, and it's like, yo, make an NFT collection, gas fee and XN. So they've been thought about like, it's not, I don't know if they were really thinking it was going to, be this easy. But yeah, this shit fell right into our laps. Literally the same thing. I mean, every chain is the same though. Not every chain though can handle this part. This is why, again, I think what X1, this is where I'm at with it. Like, there would be a bridge here probably for X1 chain. So your agent lives on X1, but it uses XENblocks or Xenium to like access those updated models. And you can have like all these like crazy open source models to just level out the playing field. And that's like a future. That's a future. Maybe like 2-3 years down the future from now. But that's something that XEN does. Like, that's a reason to mine XENblocks. All right, like that's the economy that's going to be built there. Leveraging AI with XEN. For real though, there's no other chain that's moving like this. Like, even me being able to remember that this is something that they were thinking about. It's like, it's a sleeper experience. Actually, this should say gas fee is an XEN. I can kind of think of the logic on this too, because what you could also do is you could have that that's where like the XEN, or how do you say this? Like the layer 2 of XEN, of Xenium. Like Xenium's layer 2, which is fucking weird to think about. But like, imagine like if Xenium had its own layer 2 for AI infra. And like XEN is the gas coin for that AI infra to keep it secure. And then if you have XN, then you can access that infra through X1 chain. But it's like the best agents would be on the Xenium infra because they would want to be online all the time. Like, they wouldn't want to have like this ghetto ass passport in between fucking blockchains that are not where they need to be. Again, and also you have X1. It's gonna be it's gonna have access to Bitcoin via VMPX. They'll have access to Ethereum via VMPX as well as Zen. So yeah, that agent just has so much access to like digital bandwidth. You know, again, I just don't see how it doesn't all add up. It's kind of crazy. Easy 10x on them shits. Yes, AI compute is rendering. That's all it is. It's just rendering. But yeah, man, I hope this motherfucker come back. I'm keeping my eye on it. It might be just a good trade too. It looks like, again, like the funk is so thick that the only way it dies is, again, if the Fed step in, which is they're gonna take the model down because it's intellectual property. Then I'm like, okay, this was a good look into the future of AI. And if you made a bag off of this, big ups to you. I bought down here and sold over here. That's kind of sad. That's why I'm so hurt, because it's like, oh man, it was working when I had bought this red candle. That shit was working. Everything about it made it just like was clicking from all cylinders. All the humans knew what to do. But then again, yeah, it was a stolen idea, which makes it hard for big players to play the game, and that's why you start to die off, because you don't have the big buys coming in, and without big buys, there's no life. You know, regardless to how cool the model is, like if no one's buying it, you know, green candles, again, they rule the agencies, and people want to buy the ones that are going to go to 100 million. Like, they're not going to want to buy the ones that are stuck at $1 million, right? And then they're going to chance the ones that do go to a million, and then they're going to try to push it beyond 10 million. And then if it gets stomped out like this one at 14, you know, it's over. We'll see if Max can recover, but this was the wave, this very first leg. Same with Roastmaster. Can it recover from here and keep up this momentum? This one might be good because, again, it's kind of fratty. Roastmaster. This one might be the one that makes it. Fuck. Hey, if you want Roastmaster, I'm going to drop it in the chat. You can have it. I don't know what to do with it. But it's real. But yeah, now hopefully you understand what I mean by, like, yo, it's so important to mine Zen and like get a position on this. If you're not mining it, at least finding a buy position and participating in holding the coin. Yeah, because this is lining up to pop off because of the gas narrative, then pop off because of the X1 narrative, and then pop off because X1 is so robust. Like, that's the next thing about Zen. Like, X1 is robust, so Zen is dust. Like, everything is going to be burned. And I still think we're going to see that type of reality where your mints might be your only cheap access to Zen. Like, the blockchain actually producing mints is cheaper than buying it, and it's holding essentially that peg. And that's why right now is, you know, looking at the math, it's kind of a good time to get into Zen, because none of the Zen is mining or how do you say this, like what it would cost to make the Zen doesn't add up to how much you can just get if you were to buy it. You know, right now I think you're still looking at like $2,000 to create a max mint, which essentially is going to generate you 17 billion Zen if you get it off of the DEX. But because of time and the way that the network is restricted, you're only going to get 3 billion, you know, if you make it brand new. So you're getting a significant amount more Zen, 14 billion more Zen, if you were to buy it in a specific time. And that's kind of why I'm not really buying this idea that Zen is not about to birth a new phase. New people are about to come in. Like, I'm like, yo, do I need to make a fucking video about Zen that's really real about it? Because there's not one out there that's like telling you why it works the way that I think it works, you know? And I'm feeling that we're about to have that. A lot of people come in. We haven't seen this type of pattern. We need a real chart motherfucker to look at this shit. Like, look at this pattern. I'm not a charter, but I just like to buy it for gas. But like, this is the daily. So it pumps down, pumps down, pumps down, down, pumps hard, down, down again, pumps, or standby, and then pumps, and then dumps. Like, this one's actually kind of crazy. This November 24th to the 25th. This one is where I thought Zen would fall and complete itself, but instead it pumped, and that's why I'm like, yo, unless someone's like squeezing this just to dump it, just for people to buy it again, for it to go back up, because that's obviously where we are. It just doesn't seem likely. It seems kind of like it's making like a U, you know. And when I look at the weekly, you know, we have the opportunity to build a positive week. So I'm trying to figure it out. I'm like, yo, I honestly think Zen is like ready to pop off, because the powers that be that are trying to hold it down, they're running out of narrative that Zen is whack. Like, the Zen is whack narrative is getting smaller and smaller, and Zen is better than XRP, right? And now you're gonna have oh yeah, I ran some gematria on this AI. It's spooky though, spooky gematria. Watch out. Where is it at? Oh yeah, this gas. Where is it at? Or what am I talking about? Zen. But yeah, the mafia is showing up for Zen right now. They're buying it back. Almost like a Dutch, auction. Yeah, I mean, that's what Jack was saying too. He said it was going to be like a Dutch auction, where it goes as low as possible before it goes up. But yeah, what we see here is G rank is slowed down hardcore, right? One of the things I was talking about before with Zen is that you don't want to see the G rank or the active miners like faint, because that means that it's only returning miners. There's not like new wallets being made. So even though the G rank is going up because new wallets are remaking ranks, new blood is not entering the space. So if I was creating Zen, I would be worried, because I'm like, dude, who the fuck am I going to sell to? Because new blood is not showing up, right? We see this with CB Zen as the other side of this case study. CB Zen is cheap, or it's not necessarily like it's cheap, but it's denominated in Ethereum, and that Ethereum is on Base chain, and Base has cheap gas. So at max, to make a mint here on Base, I think it's still, let's see what it is right now. It was like $3 earlier. $10 fucking dollars. Do y'all see that? $10. Oh my god. Oh my god. $10 to make a full fucking mint. Jesus. Wow. 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 How much is $10 worth of CB Zen right now? You get 25 billion. If you make that max mint, at max you're gonna get 3 billion, 3.6, 3.8 max. None of it makes any sense anymore. Literally none of the Zen shit makes any sense anymore. And that's why, again, I'm like, yo, it's all bad for everything else. Yo, don't sleep on CB Zen. This is not the youngest one. The youngest one, I believe, is Pulse Chain. But this one is the most mature. People really played this one smart, which has created a nice mature chart. I think that's ready to rock. But yeah, looking at here, what I was saying, see, in CB Zen, it's actually cheaper to make xeNFTs. So it's kind of like always new active miners kind of creating a variant in the system of like, oh, who's really mining? But on Ethereum, we know it's just coin toolers mining. Like, we know it's just them. So since it's just them, theoretically they're not making more Zen than what's on the debt, like what's available, right? Hopefully that makes some fucking sense. But yeah, like, this is what I mean. Like, the people who've been making Zen have lost full control of the last 2 years. And it's happening in front of our eyes because now the future supply is way less than the minted supply. And the only way that the future supply goes up is if people decide to mint Zen, which is 50-50 right now because not that many people even know about it. Right? And what you would probably think in your head as a real Zenian is like, oh my God, they're going to show up and they're going to make 300 mints. No, they'll probably make one and then buy it. So the theory of like, people are going to come and pump mints, you know, they're going to see that. Like, I doubt it. Where I think the minting comes back into the equation is the daily or the weekly mints where like people figure out like, oh, I can mint this for 7 days and sell this shit 7 days later for $5 worth of value. Right. I think that's when we see a new variant of supply increase, but it's still like it's a 10-day period. So it's not like crazy supply unless we've got millionaires doing it, which is a whole other conversation. But yeah, looking at Zen right now, it's holding this range perfectly. And it's just waiting for Jack to say something. What I would love to see is it just do its thing. But I'm pretty sure it's not going to do that. Like, it's waiting for Jack to say something, and it's just running out of time. So maybe we get a nice pop. And that's kind of why when I zoom out on Zen, I've like made my hopium of like, yo, let's at least try to get, you know, we can go like 700% to 122 million. I mean, that's really the evaluation of Zen. It should be like $122 million market cap coin. You know, but I even think this is good. 50 million from 20 million to 50 million, 57 million. Like, you know, that shit's all on the table, bro. Like, it's so undervalued. It's ridiculous. Like, again, we're over here doing this with AI coins. Like, there's a whole other world evaluating tokens at $100 million market caps, trying to get their $2 million scam up into the fucking right. So why the fuck wouldn't Zen be on the same trajectory now that the community is more spread out, right? Mind share in the Zen community is way more spread out. And if everybody's like, yo, Zen's going up, like we all start talking about it, everybody that we've been rocking with is going to see it. They're going to be like, oh shit, your coin's going up finally. So yeah, right? How long does that momentum last? I don't know. But I do think like we're well overdue for a very big awakening in the crypto space. And it's all lining up for it to be a fucking heartbreaker for a dumper. Some of it's just been dumped. Heartbroke. Hopefully you kept some. I told you Gwei was going to blow up on base. Pulse chain blew up too. Base Gwei is so high, but CBZN is lit. Yeah, buying it is not that hard. But yeah, the base gas is crazy right now. It's because of the memes and the agents. But again, this is really hard to push because there's so many fucking snakes in the grass that don't want to see it go up. I'm tempted to buy it again, though. I'm tempted to just buy it. All of it. Just take the whole 13K out of the no one's done it. I've got my bread up on Solana now. Fuck around, come over here and buy all the CBZN. Parallel AI, though, sitting on a smooth 4x, not selling until Europa. Or Euphoria. What's parallel AI? Foolish and Crow. Is that fire or what? We'll check it out. Only because I fuck with AI. And why are you saying that? I spelled it wrong. Oh. Jesus. It's not bad. Here, let's go to the website. To slash compute by 2x for AI developers. About us. Deploy parallel code to harness the full value of your GPU, CPU drives and down cost. Yeah, this is all the same stuff. So it's a good bet if they're going to be number one. I don't really know anything about that kind of stuff on ETH. I mean, from the chart, it looks like they've been out for what, 2 months now, straight up and to the right. 50-50 liquidity looks good. See the other pairs. Is it paired up? Oh, it's only here. So not much mind share in the space, just kind of like its own mind share. Ooh, 68 red flags. That's kind of weird though. I like to see the shit hit more than the flags. Cause like if someone hates it, like Titan, for instance. Like Titan is funny because it has a bunch of shit. It has more shit than it does flags. So this one, it's just people hate it more than they think it's bad. You know what I'm saying? So that's something I actually be taking into account. Titan X kind of is my model for that one. They still need like 200 people to pull up and say that, hey, you might not want to fuck with this. Right now, it's just got haters. People just think it's shit. This coin is shit. Right? But when people actually hit the flag way more than the shit, that's kind of like, yo, why did so many people have to come and flag this one? And again, this isn't new, this ideology. So if you're up, you know, make sure you're up, bruv. Do your thing. But yeah, this ideology is everywhere. But the reason why I like singular agents running in social metaverse. Like I like this world where it's free range creating of coins and stuff. But like I think it's this simple. I don't think you really need this. But this is good for like B2B businesses that want to provide the best customer service, so they're going to make an AI agent customer service bot. So maybe you use this, right? And that's where it's at. It's like, yo, they could get a lot of bag for being corporate level, enterprise level AI assistant software. But theoretically, that's just a text box. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just a description. That's just a personality. It's just, you know, what's the lore like? What is the style like? You know, this is all they're doing, you know, and then they hook it up to the GPUs, right? They hook it up to the XENblocks. Then they hook it up to the XENblocks and it comes to life, right? They drop the framework top of the XENblocks and they make the parallel AI tech. So just know, like, they are a DV fully diluted too. Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. It looks like it's probably fire. I'm just being critical on what it represents. It doesn't look like it represents anything significant. But yeah, good buy zone. All right, here we'll throw our lines on it right now. Is it where we want to buy it? I learned a hard lesson with this one. Yeah, always buy under the 42, man. Just bite your tongue. If it's not there, you know, if you miss it, you miss it. I almost feel like that's the gamble. You're gambling if you're buying it on the hour above this red line. So if I go to the 5 and it's above, I'm gambling. I'll keep my eye on it though. If it drops below this 42, I'll buy that shit. We'll figure it out. How are my Titan bros doing? I haven't looked at the Titan chart in a minute. Shit went up 1,000%. Oh, it looks like it's trying to hold its market cap. I only buy on base market caps and narratives. I don't believe anything. I don't believe anything is going anywhere. That's all right. I've already been winning heavy on the ones that are going places. Like I won on Israel. This one I got out, and now it's like again, it's trying to go places. $32 million market cap. So it's very similar to the one you have. But these are all on Solana. That's why it's like, oh, ETH will have AI framework too. Like ETH, this looks like Ethereum shit. Like this is Solana shit. Like Solana shit look like this. Because there's value and no UX. But with UX, that seems to be like some Ethereum based meta. Which is good. Like if it has all that shit, I think that's a good thing. But personally, I just don't. I'm not gonna chase it, you know. But yo, it sounds like you found something. Me personally, I'm like, yo, I'm trying to find the next 100 million, 200, the next $2 million to $100 million fucking AI. That's the move. That's what we're looking for. All right. I didn't get into Cerebro because I wasn't in the lore. There's a lot of people holding onto this coin that got in back here at 10 mil. And they're going through it right now, trying to ask themselves, do they want to keep it or do they want to let it go? And this is when you let it the fuck go. What the fuck? Let that shit go. Let that shit go. And I'm keeping my eye on Mona. Mona might do the same thing. This is a good one right now. Actually, this is a buy, bro. Let's buy Mona. Let's buy 2 Soul of Mona. Fuck it. Let's get back in the Mona game. This is looking really nice. Only reason I'm like betting on Mona is because it works. It's like an actual working product. And that's kind of why, again, what I'm alluding to with these projects is you can buy the DAO that creates the framework, or you could buy the mind share, the thing that everybody's going to interact with, the thing that everyone's going to see, right? This is going to be plastered every hour is tweeting. And and then this is what you would want to, this is basically the same thing. These people are the same as these people. They both provide the same service. AI as a cloud service. Let's look at their, so 11K followers on X, and one of their competitors got 26K. So that's all I'm saying is like, there's a trend. There's obvious players in the trend. Then there's obvious players supporting the like infra, and more power to them. More power to the ones that are trying to make infra. But I'm really, really, really into these ones. Like this one doesn't have a DAO coin or anything. They're just simply launching AI agents, and then they're kind of giving the agent like a cosign. So it's a 50-50. It's like it's whatever I guess you want to vote on. But I'm kind of voting on or bidding on really good winners for just this overall narrative of like AI OF, or AI OnlyFans. Like you're gonna be so mad if you don't put a bid on one of these agents that it's really going to do what everybody wants it to do. Right? Like, which is people pay for content using the Mona coin. They give Mona the coin to do to produce things. I don't have the Telegram up, but like you can right now you can summons graphics and stuff in the Telegram for this one, and like tons of people are just making things, and they're just kind of waiting it out and such. But yeah, that's why I mean, like, I want to see the interactive ones. Oh, something's coming from my head. Listen, oh, he dropped 2 Sol. Get his ass. What's XENblocks though? Oh, XENblocks is it's a GPU for service network. Yeah, I like this one because it's cultish characteristics. Oh yeah, this Mona one. This Mona one has the cultish ones. Or are you talking about this parallel AI? You're saying that shit is culty? Where the cult at, bro? I'm just kidding. Maybe it's there. This one seems kind of culty though. It's a CTO, so this was also suffering from that idea that somebody hijacked it, and then it had to get taken back because it was hijacked. And what's happening is like there's these thing called bundlers, and that's what these hijackers are doing. They're bundling a ton of wallets in the beginning of the address, and what that does is it fucks the whole thing up. Like, you don't want to bundle, or how do you say this? Like, the bundlers will be able to always deploy, but like if they were the first ones in, then they'll be the first ones out, and like they'll just destroy the chart. So once the bundlers are out, that's when people get excited, and that's what happened here. There was a bunch of bundlers. They got out, they CTO'd it, and then this came down, and then I originally bought here at 2.5 million, and then I was watching it go up, but it got this one got stomped out because of this one. Like, honestly, if this one did not fucking have dev issues, this one is the chosen one, because everything about it is what you want, like a cunty ass agent that's gonna make people's minds freak or whatever, you know. Whereas this one, again, this one's a little bit funner, safer, and it's just about tits. Every man loves tits, so you know it's for the men. I don't know if it's gonna be for the women though. That's kind of why I like this one, because I've seen women interacting with it, and I think that is a positive. That is a huge positive in the AI notion. If it also is, you know, if girls and guys fuck with it, because if only guys fuck with it, I think that's why this has low engagement. Like, nobody wants to really like this photo, so I'm curious to see how they swerve, remix this. It doesn't really matter, again, because they have a cosign, so this is bound to pop off when the selling is over, right? That's why it's going up already, because again, it's below the 42 on the hourly. On the 4 hour, it has room to go down more, but on the 15 minute, it's growing. On the 1 minute, it's trying to move. So it's kind of in the place for a good trade right now. And that's kind of what I've been doing in Solana. It's just these meme coins with the AI agents, they have so much attention that they trade. Like, they're the swing traders of the day. Like, this is like here in this my AI shit in the last 24-hour volume is of 143 million, or what, $144 million amongst these 15 coins. Like, that's so crazy. Like, all the volumes are intense, and that's how much speculation is in this right now. That's kind of why, again, like, it's really hard for me to be like, oh, this shit is dead, because it's just so much trading and whatnot. But we'll see what happens. We love boobies. That's what I mean. Like some hentai shit. Yeah, it is like some hentai shit. Also, you're like this one's like super hentai. That's why I think it'll vibe out though, and it's backed. So that's what it's the best part. It's backed. We're seeing what happens when it's not backed. Like, look how many followers this one has and the engagement, yo. Let's see if I can find the SOS. Somebody put a SOS out. Literally all the FUD is just from the admins. Yeah, all the admins fudded out. Okay, so here's one of the. this genie person. They were like, all Aljo holders need to see this. Don't want to FUD, but I hate to see you guys getting farmed and continue to buy more from a dev that scammed his community and keeps farming the chart with fake AI updates and fake lore made up between Jimina and Andy. It's all scripted from the beginning. So, like I was saying, since there's like beef, people think that this shit is fake. And it's kind of bad because you don't have any more large buyers. Someone just dropped in, whoa, what was that? Someone just dropped in 60 ETH or 60 Sol. Damn. Oh, this person's a whale. They're trying to whale it up. They're trying to see if people are going to take the bait. That's basically what it is. But everybody's just dumping every time it pumps because they want to get the fuck out now. They're like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. But yeah, this is the issue. If someone front runs, steals, and then this becomes CTO, which you can see here, it says community takeover, right? This is the original one. This is already saying like, oh, this shit's taken over. It's got all the bad things running all over it. This one has the same thing. Like it says community takeover. But the difference is it's backed. So fucked up, yo. If it wasn't backed, people wouldn't care about it. They'd let it die. But since it's backed, it's got more opportunity to run. So we'll see what happens with this one, though. I would keep an eye on it because it could turn into the Trojan horse of AIs, where if the community says, fuck it, we're sending this, then they'll send it. And it might not hurt to have, one little Soli in that bitch. One little Soli. But yo, Foolish Crow, you were asking what is XENblocks. XENblocks is the proof of work network to X1 chain. So it's like the AlphaNet network to provide XN coins. And that's basically what it's for right now. Eventually, though, like I was showed here, it'll be used as a GPU market where you'll be able to be on the network, and then you can make more money with your GPU. Like it's like either you can make XNM from mining, or you can turn your GPU into a task rendering a GPU that then takes money from anybody who needs any AI generated content. So it's pretty large. It's pretty large in the charge. All right, man. I've been talking for almost 2 hours. I'm about to go to the gym. Big ups to everybody that's here, though. Make sure you hit the like button on your way out. Hopefully these agents work out for us, bro. Hopefully we can get rich off these bitches. Literally, no pun intended. But until next time, Merry Christmas. Peace.